So let's start from the basic level. So what we are here for? Controlling. Okay. So what is this controlling is all about? Mohammed?
Yeah.
Can we say it is all about cost accounting?
Yeah, you need the subcategories of controlling.
What does this cost accounting means?
Okay, the cost accounting, they call it managerial accounting, that we can analyze the costs and the profit through departments and sections, brands, products, and control how to can post and directly determine the cost factor.
Good. Okay. Fair enough. Amua?
Yes, sir.
Anything on cost accounting? What do we understand by that?
Oh, basically, no, I'm nothing on that side.
Okay. All right. Ahmed.
Yeah.
Cost accounting. Anything? You can brief me on that?
Okay, like what Muhammad said, it's, this account is we call it managerial accounting, and we can use it to calculate the direct cost, indirect cost, and we can also calculate the cost of the material, cost of the product. We can analyze the profitability of the product or the profitability of anything to make decisions, internal decisions. So if we can exceed or we can cancel any line or any product. I think that's what I can.
Brother, you have said a lot, but your voice is not clear. Muhammad,
Yeah.
able to catch him?
Yeah, we are Egyptian. Like
I think we lost him.
Okay.
He said a lot, but I could not catch him because.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. Okay, now here, cost accounting. What does accounting means? Okay, hey, I'm not just starting the module, it's just I'm getting into the basic stuff, then I'll get into it. Okay.
Great.
Accounting. What does accounting means? Accounting is recording of events, right? Which can be either inflows or either can be an outflow, right? Amua?
Yes.
Accounting. Okay.
Yes.
The one which we identify, or you try to identify very easily, right? What is that accounting called?
Financial accounting.
One which you identify very easily.
Financial accounting.
Financial accounting. There you go. This is what we did, Amua, right?
Yep.
Okay. So financial accounting is one which is very easily identified. What is it doing? This financial accounting. It is recording money related transactions, right? Money related recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to explain this word accounting first. Recording of events of inflows and flow. Once we identify very easily, that is a financial accounting. So I am saying that financial accounting is all related to money related recordings, right? Over here. So I'll put a phrase over here stating that cost accounting is related to recording of costs, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Which are related to expenses. Okay. Okay.
And
Now let us further classify, get into this. Now, when I said financial recording is related to money, when I'm talking about cost, it is only recording cost. But which are the organization or who requires to record only costs? What kind of an organization? They are recording only costs, but what kind of an organizations require to record costs? Anyone?
Cost accounting, right?
Yeah. Muhammad?
yeah. I think maybe.
Am I clear? Am I clear in the phrasing, or am I very confusing? I'm just starting at a very at a simple,
Yeah.
very simple level. The more
NPOs,
I
you
get
mean,
into it,
you mean NPOs?
can you come again?
NPOs, non-profitable organizations. NPOs.
Okay, no, I'm asking you in general. You're getting into SAP. I'm not yet into SAP. I'm asking what kind of an organizations require to record only cost. Amwa, is my phrasing clear or any confusion in the phrasing?
No, it's clear.
Okay, got it. NPO you're saying. Non-profitable. No. Okay. Okay. Mohammed, let's put this way. Mohammed,
Yeah.
put it this way. Business organizations can be segregated into two categories or two types. Okay.
Yeah.
One, trading organizations. Okay. Another one is a manufacturing organization. Of these two organizations, who requires or which organization records financial accounting? Amua.
Let's see.
Is this clear? Is this phrasing clear? When I said business organization into two categories, trading organization and manufacturing organization. So my question over here is who or which organization requires to record financial accounting?
Trading.
Huh?
Trading.
Trading? Why not manufacturing?
I think the both.
Both. Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Both requires. Now, I'll say one more thing over here. Now, who or which organization requires to know the cost of the product?
Manufacturing.
Correct?
MFG. Yeah.
Correct? Manufacturing organization. Amua, getting this?
Yep.
Pay attention. If you lose the rhythm, you will not understand anything I'm telling you. Okay. So we come to a conclusion here that these are the organization, manufacturing organization requires to know the cost of the product, right? So these are the organization that will do the costing, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now if I put one verse over here stating that, I'll put like this. It is not easy to record cost of the production unless you use a technique, okay, called cost accounting. Let us understand this. When I'm saying it is not easy to record, what do I mean by this? Okay, let us take for example. Example is material cost. I'm trying to identify the cost of the product, a single product. Let's say $100 material cost. Okay, then I put a labor cost, which is also $100. Okay, material cost, labor cost. Now I want to put the rent, right? Rent also should be allocated, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Overheads. Overheads.
But the cost of the rent is $50,000, that is per annum.
Yeah.
Can I allocate this entire 50,000 to this product in order to know the?
No.
Huh?
No, not the entire amount or a portion of this amount.
With a portion.
To know the cost of the product. This is what I'm doing it now. Tell me what somebody said, proportion of what? Rent?
This is overheads costs can be allocated to my products.
How do I allocate, Mohammed? How should I allocate? Tell me that. This 5,000 per annum.
Yeah.
This 50,000 per annum. How do I allocate this? I'm trying to know the cost of the product. So should I allocate entire 50,000? Or should I allocate? You said proportionate. Proportionate on what? What basis?
Number of units produced. Maybe.
Number of units produced. Now you tell me, when will I come to know this number of units? When will I come to know this number of units produced?
Later, at the end of the month, maybe.
And then if it's a production order, at the end of each production order, you will.
See, if I want to know this number of units to be produced, I need to wait for the whole year, right? Because I'm doing for the full year rent, right? That is. Hello?
Yeah, I know.
Should I wait for the whole year or no?
No, I shouldn't wait.
No.
Huh?
No.
No, if I want to know, when he said that number of units produced, based on that my rent should be allocated, I agreed on that. But the number of units produced, I'll come to know that total number of units produced for the whole year, because I'm allocating the rent for the whole year.
It's
So I
gonna
have
be
to wait
a
for the
planned
whole
value.
year.
It's gonna be a
I
planned
cannot,
value.
right? Huh?
It's gonna be a planned value.
No. You're right. But the thing is, I cannot wait for the whole year. Right?
Yeah.
Similarly, you take another example. Power. Power bill you get when? You get on a monthly basis, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
You get monthly basis. But we are not sure how much power we are going to consume. This power cost also has to be allocated to this product. So, do you think for this number of units produced, I have to wait for the whole month, right, to know that, in order to allocate the cost?
Yeah.
So in order to, how should I allocate this cost for such kind of expenses? I follow a technique called cost accounting. What is this cost accounting? I'll let you know all those things. First understand this, why this cost accounting is coming into picture. Getting this?
Yeah.
To overcome this allocation of expenses, I used a technique called cost accounting. Okay? Okay. Now let's go a little bit further. Now the question is, what cost to be considered and what cost should not be considered, right? When you're taking cost, right? What cost to be considered and what cost not to be considered? Let's take, for example, over here, my production process when it starts till the distribution process. The distribution is nothing but sales, right?
Yeah.
From the production till the distribution, the moment the production starts, the cost starts, right?
Yeah.
Cost starts. But don't you think there will be cost which is starting before production also, right?
Yeah.
There will be cost before production also. There will be a cost which is after sales also, right? Over here also there will be a cost. Right? Like example, let's take for example, income tax. You know income tax, right? Do you have in Egypt
Yeah, sure.
tax? Okay.
The most taxes in Egypt.
Because you're earning more, you're paying more or what?
We're paying more than we get.
Okay. Okay. Income tax. Now, this income tax, when will you pay? You pay only on profit, right?
Sure.
Right? When there is a profit. Suppose a manufacturing unit is producing lakhs of units, but with no profit, no tax, right? Hello?
Sure.
No tax.
Yeah.
So this tax is nowhere relevant to my production. Whether you make, whether you do whatever it is, but taxes are applicable, right? It is not directly linked to that. Okay. Next example. Interest on loan, right? You have an interest on loan.
Sure.
This loan might be taken before production, right?
Yeah, right.
Before production. Now if I have taken this loan before production, I have to pay the interest, right? Even though the production is not started, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Even before production is started. So such kind of expenses cannot be considered under your production expenses. These costs are not related to your production cost. Yeah?
Okay.
Clear? So the one line what I want to say is production cost starts only when the production starts. Example, purchasing of material, right? When you purchase the material, that is related to production. So the cost incurred before production and after production is not considered. Right?
Great.
Hello? Okay. Next. Your cost comprises of what?
Direct labor and direct material.
For example, let me put material cost. I'll come to that. I'm just giving at a very initial level. This one, whatever this topic, what I'm taking right now at a very initial level, basic level.
Okay.
Material cost, labor. Okay, all those costs which are other than material cost and labor cost, I call those as expenses. All the cost, again I repeat, other than my material cost and labor cost, I treat those as expenses. Example, rent. Okay? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power. These are all my expenses apart from that. So other than material and labor are considered as expenses. Okay? Based on that, now I'm classifying. What's this now? Classification of cost. You have a direct cost. In the direct cost, what is direct cost? In direct cost, you have something, all those costs which are related to like direct material, right?
Yeah.
Direct labor, which are easily recognizable, right? These are with the cost. Direct expenses, which are easily direct. These are direct related to that material. You are able to recognize that cost. The cost which you are not able to recognize, those are called as what? Indirect costs. Hey, getting this, Ahmed, Mohammed, right?
Yeah.
Indirect material or your indirect labor or your indirect expenses. We will see all this, indirect examples of direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, all those we'll see. I'm just giving you a gist on this before we get into this product costing and all that. Now, these kind of expenses we call as primary cost or prime cost. Right, Mohammed?
Yeah.
Prime cost. These we call this as indirect overheads. Right? Indirect overheads. Example, that's what we are talking about, rent, material and all those things. Let me put some more. These are very easily identifiable, so easily charged to the product. But these are not easily charged. It is very difficult to charge to the product. So we use various methods that are applicable in SAP. Like you might heard about, right? Cost sheet, right? Ahmed, this is for you. Don't get confused. I will come back to this, right? Cost sheet you will apply, right?
Okay.
Heard about this, Ahmed?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mohammed. cost
Yeah,
sheet,
cost.
there is template allocation. Okay, various methods. I'm talking little bit SAP, that's it, not much. Okay, these are the things that I will use when I want to allocate these indirect expenses to the product cost. What are these? All these methods we will see. Okay, classification of cost. Now, how do we say a particular cost is a direct cost and particular cost is an indirect cost? You need to look into three factors for it. One, which is directly traceable. Okay, what do I mean by directly traceable? It is easily recognizable. Okay, this is the cost which is related directly to the material. A particular work is being done to a particular material. It is easily traceable. Point number two, which becomes integral part of manufacturing product, right? Manufacturing, integral part of, let us say, FG product for us, which becomes an integral part of FG product. For example, if I want to manufacture one finished product, one FG, one finished product, I might use raw material X, I might use raw material Y. These are my integral part, right? Integral part of FG product. These are integrable. So this is a direct cost. Point number three, with this, whatever direct cost being applied, it should reflect in increase in the volume of production, right? For example, in the finished product, whatever cost I'm applying, it is trying to increase, right, that volume of that. So these are the three factors that you need to look into it when you are considering to be a direct cost. Similar to this, the indirect cost, the opposite of all this, which are not directly traceable, which is not an integral part of an FG product. Whether you apply with the help of an indirect cost when you're applying, whether you apply, whether you don't apply, it is not impacting on the volume of the FG product or your finished product. Any questions till here? Anybody?
No, great.
No.
Okay. Now slowly let's move to product costing. Okay. I hope the word costing is very clear now. Costing is related to tracking the costs. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Here, cost. It's all about costing, recording of costs. Only cost. So I hope the word costing is very clear. So no confusion on the word costing. So when I say like this, see, when I say like this, product costing. When I use the word product costing, so you can easily put this like this, see. So tracking the cost of manufacturing product. If I use a single line to this, tracking the cost of the manufacturing product, right? Or you can say a company or an organization which want to know how much that is cost to make a product. How much does it cost to know the product? Or you can say like this, to know how much does it cost to know the product, right? Okay. Let's get into further into this product costing. For a company, you know, when they are designing the strategy of a product, okay, its product strategy or its profitability, right? For example, a product strategy and its profitability is driven by two factors. One is external and another one is internal. Okay, let's look few external factors. Competitors. Does it not affect the pricing of the product? Costing of the product? Hello?
Competitors?
Mohammed?
Yeah. This is
It
affected.
affects the costing, right? It affects the costing. External factors, new technology, right? It affects the costing, right?
Sure.
Ahmed?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Legal compliances, it affects, right? If they are adopting certain legal compliances that will be given by the law of the land, right? For
Sure.
example, if you go for a particular manufacturing or any process industries, if you see the ingredients will be given on that product, right? How much should be mixed, how much should not be mixed, what quantity should be mixed, and all that, right? They have to abide by those, right? All those legal compliances.
Sure.
Vendor, you might purchase your product, that raw material or whatever material, either from a foreign vendor or an local vendor, right? These also gives an impact, right, on the cost of the product.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain you, for a company when it's designing the product strategy and its profitability, it is driven by these two factors. Okay.
Okay.
Let's take further from the internal perspective. Manufacturing process improvement, if they're trying to bring in, it costs, it affects them.
For sure.
Next, adopting a new technologies, if they are adopting some new technologies, it affects. Okay, if they are going for a high-end resources, okay, like Muhammad is a very high-end resource, okay, because n number of implementation, if they are hiring such kind of a resource, it impacts on their cost, right?
Yeah.
Quality, Ahmed is more higher end, right? He is a platinum consultant. Quality check, right? These all aspects, it affects the cost of the product. Okay, these are the few examples I'm just trying to make you understand about the product strategy and profitability that is driven by these two factors. Okay, now what is that they gain out of this COPC? That's fine, we are trying to learn this product costing. Everybody is very fond in this product costing, but what is that it gave, what is that a company gains out of it? What is that a company gains out of the, I'll put like this, product costing is COPC we call it, okay, in controlling product costing. What is that we gain? The company gains out of it. Let's look from the two perspectives, one from the financial accounting perspective, one from the managerial accounting perspective, right? Two. Now from the financial accounting perspective, if I say it helps me to value the inventory, agree, disagree. If I want to, if I know the cost of the product, I can value the inventory, right?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
stock.
Yeah, right.
Exactly, it helps me know that. Okay. It will help me to compute the COGS. This is for Ahmed,
Yeah.
for income statement, right?
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Correct? Okay.
Correct.
Now what is from the managerial perspective, or how it looks? I can do the pricing of the product if I know the cost of the product, right? It is very easy to do the pricing of the product, right?
Yeah, right.
If I know the cost of the product costing, through product costing, if I know the cost of the product, I can do the pricing of the product, right?
Sure.
Okay. Product line decision, I can, what is product line decision?
Can
Product
continue
line
pro-
decision means, huh?
I can continue producing category for
No,
product.
what to sell and what not to sell. I can take a decision on this.
Mm-hmm.
What to sell and what not to sell, right? Through this. Next, manage, control or reduce the cost of the product. I can do this, right? With this product costing, I can come to know where I am injecting more cost. I can manage, I can control, right? Or if I want to reduce, I can reduce the cost also, right? If I know where I have to reduce it, right? Reduce the cost. Next, this, I can identify what components of the product I can identify, right? Through product costing. What are the components that are being used in the product, right? Hello?
Yeah.
What components being used in the product I can identify through product costing, right? Okay, like for example here we are saying, right, To manufacturing a finished product, I require so and so material, right? In the same way, when I do my product costing, I can identify what components being used in the product, right? And also I can identify which component is trying to influence the product costing, right? Costing more, right? What product is influencing the cost, right? You need to bear with my spellings, man. Okay. What product is influencing the cost, right? Or what component should be substituted or replaced to reduce the cost, right? I can do that, right? Components can be used, can be substituted, or replaced, right? Or replaced, substitute or replaced, so that to reduce the cost I do this, right? Right?
Right.
Log in again. Okay. What components can be substituted or replaced to reduce the cost? Or should the product be manufactured internal or external? Right?
Yeah.
Can you share some more from your end? Ahmed?
Yeah.
What else? Through product costing, what is the company gaining? Okay, or I said should be manufactured internal or you outsource it. External is nothing but you're outsourcing it. You can also say it is whether it is profitable to sell the product at a current market price, all right? Okay, the important thing is it helps to mitigate, right? Mitigate abuses of resources. Resources, right? There are many things. Okay, you can keep on going to it through product costing. What are the significance that the company is gaining out of it when they are moving into the product costing? When you go for a client, when you are going to a client, when you are trying to explain him or sell a particular product, you need to identify and explain him all these things, like what is that they will achieve when they are going for a product costing, right? Okay, now if they know all these things, whatever I have said just now, when they are gaining most of this out of this, what will help them with the help of the above information, if they are getting, what does it helps them in getting?
Decision.
It will help them to increase the sales volume. Every company will try to increase the sales volume, right? They want to increase, right? Which leads to increase in revenue. But with what? Increase in revenue with control cost, right? You're trying to control the cost and get the revenue. So ultimately, when they are getting that revenue with a control cost, which helps them to what? Which helps them to increase the overall profitability. Agree, disagree?
Sure.
Agree.
Of business. This is something which I was talking about, the product costing. Clear, not clear? Tell me.
Clear.
Clear till here? I hope the lecture is not boring.
No. It's amazing, please.
Okay, alright. Before we move into this cost of this product, I just want to get into one particular cost of the product. Before I get into that, okay, like we have already spoken about it, just I want to put down a few more things on that before we get into that. Before I move into derive the cost, so how do I evaluate the cost of the product? I just wanted to tell you something like, they are, what are we talking about? Direct material, right?
Yeah.
We have something like direct labor, or another one is an overhead cost. Okay, this overhead cost is nothing but your indirect cost. Okay, indirect cost. In SAP, to this indirect cost, how do we do the allocation? Allocation of, in SAP, allocation of this indirect cost, there are various methods to it. Okay, so we look into this cost sheet. Okay, you have a template allocation. Okay, there are other methods also. These are the methods we use it over there. Okay, now let us try to derive one cost. Let's say I want to manufacture one particular product, FGX, one piece. One piece I want to manufacture this. This is one piece. Okay, in order to manufacture this one product, one piece, I need raw material X, I need raw material Y. This raw material X and raw material Y, I need 1 kg, 1 kg. The cost is, for this is 100 and this is also 100. Okay, this is also 100. So 1 kg into 100 is 100, right? This is also 100, right?
Sure.
So this is total cost of the material. How much? 200. Okay. Till here we are fine. This is the cost. Next. Some activity need to be done on this, right? Perform on this product, right? It will not come by itself, right?
Sure.
Some work should be done on this, like some cleaning activity is required, some labor activity is required, some machine activity is also required, right? So let's say this cleaning activity requires 5 hours. This labor requires 10 hours to manufacture that one single product. This machine requires 15 hours. The price of this cleaning, okay, is $50. For labor, it is $100. Per hour basis, this is 200. So 50 into 5, 5 5 is 25, 250, right? This is $250.
Yeah.
This is $1,000. 15 to 30. This is $3,000.
Yeah.
Right? Hello?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now 4,250, this is what cost?
The total
This is what
indirect.
cost? Your direct, you're able to recognize this cost. This is the cost. Cleaning, labor, machine is directly reflecting to your material FGX. So this is your direct cost.
Okay.
So the total direct cost is this much. Okay. Or you call activity cost. This is also a direct cost, raw material also. Next. Indirect cost. This is where most of the complications comes over here. Arguments, issues, so many things. How do I allocate my indirect cost? My rent, my power, and so on. So basically,
I have a question,
what the
please.
Yeah.
The machine cost. This is the depreciation of the machine, or what?
No, I have not gone into a depreciation or anything on that. I am just allocating, saying that in a simple form, that a machine, when it is running, it runs for 15 hours to get this one finished product.
So
And
how
it is
do I
costing
calculate?
200.
Yeah, the 200 is what for the machine?
The price.
Price per hour.
Okay.
Ahmed, you got that?
Okay,
The
just
price
going
is-
on.
Okay. But the price, I think it's the price of the depreciation.
No, you don't come still to the depreciation. No. Hold on.
Okay.
I am putting very simple. Okay, I'll make complicated. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
Complications are yet to come.
Move on.
Okay. All right. Indirect overheads.
Okay. I have another question.
Yeah.
The power.
I think it's a direct cost.
Power is a direct cost?
Power of the machine
Sure, power is a direct cost?
is a direct cost. Yeah.
No, I cannot
Mohammed, you say
determine.
power is a direct cost?
No. I cannot determine the power per machine.
Ah, you cannot determine it directly. It's very difficult to determine
But if is some machines have some ما اعرفش عداد يعني.
Standalone meters.
Some machines can measure how can calculate.
Clever mind. You want to keep a separate meters for the machines, you're saying?
Yeah.
So suppose if it's a huge company that is having around hundreds of machines, so you will keep for meters for all across the machines.
So it's not calculated like that. It's cumulative.
No, it is not. That way not possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Never suggest a client to go for a separate meters over there if they want to keep it as a direct cost. Okay. Okay. So now this indirect overheads, how do we allocate is basically what I have done to many of the clients is either they will say put down 10% on the material cost or like this 10% on the activity cost. Okay, a random basis they take this way. So 10% on my material will be how much? 20, right? 10% on my activity will be how much? 425, right? Hello?
Okay.
Right.
24?
Huh?
No. Go ahead.
So what I want to say over here is this is my indirect cost. This is my indirect cost. This is my indirect cost. This is my indirect. Now you tell me this is my total cost. What is my total cost now? My total cost, if I want to manufacture one piece, this plus this plus this 4895, right? 4895. This in SAP we call as a standard cost. Hello? Standard cost. Or in the domain. Yeah, one second. Or it is called as a benchmark cost. Okay, in general we call, if you go in companies where they don't understand the standard, they'll say it's a benchmark cost. Okay, you just taking out of a leaf, you're saying this will cost me. Okay, this is what it will cost me to manufacture one piece of the finished product. Yeah, go ahead, ask Mohammed.
Okay, I just want to highlight that we didn't talk about this the fixed cost and the variable cost. True?
Can you come again, please?
There's some fixed cost per material and some variable cost per material per piece. So
fixed cost and a variable cost, you see?
Yeah. How can I calculate?
No, raw materials will not be a fixed cost. It's always be a variable.
Yeah, sure. And as I increase the volume, the material will increase. But I mean, per piece, there are variable costs and fixed costs. Am I right?
You mean to say variable cost on this material, you're saying?
No, this material is fixed cost, but maybe the indirect cost may be variable cost. I don't know.
No. See, the thing is why I'm picking my indirect cost over here is because it is not easily identifiable to my particular product. So what I decided is that I will charge 10% on the material. The client said, okay, put this way, 10% on whatever the cost of the material is. Okay, or 10% on that activity. So that is what I have put, and this I have allocated as an indirect cost. So this is the total standard cost or a benchmark cost. This is what it cost me if I want to manufacture one finished product.
I just have one confusion. The 10% I calculated on the direct material. What is the rent and the power, the other overheads? How can I distribute this amount on the material per piece?
I did not get you. Sorry. Can you come again, Mohammed?
The,
How do I?
Okay, in the first of our session, we said that maybe I have a rent of 50,000 per year. Okay. So where is the portion of this rent in this material?
That is what. That portion I'm not able to allocate. When you are saying that rent, that is what I'm telling over here. In this indirect overheads, all my rent, my power, or whatever it is, all those indirect costs, I am trying to put 10% of that material cost will be my indirect cost.
In this way,
you were
I
saying
cannot.
see, rent, power, right? These are the things we were saying, right? All those indirect costs, right?
Sure.
Right. So we were saying like this: 500,000, right? 50,000 for per annum. Say power also around 60,000 per annum, right? Okay. All these indirect overheads, which are not easily, I cannot capture easily to this material, and also I cannot wait until the whole year. Now you tell me over here, you can wait for the whole year to know the profits, right? Or maybe up to a period. I'll put like this.
Yeah.
To know the profit, you might wait for a particular period. Agree?
Yeah, I guess.
Particular period, you will wait. But if I want to know the cost of the product, do you think you will wait for the whole year?
No.
Right. I cannot wait for the whole year to know that. Right. So that is where this cost accounting I'll take into picture, a technique. That's what I'm using, a technique over here. That technique, whatever technique I'm using, that technique I'll call it as a cost accounting technique over here.
Okay. I'm having this last question, please. The 10% is calculated based on the total overhead the company sees that this may affect the product. Am I right?
Right. Now, what the company, you need to try to understand this phrase, what I'm telling. I am saying 10%, whatever this cost is coming, I'm saying in that only that cost 10% of this material should be allocated to my indirect overheads on this material.
Yeah.
10%. Similarly on this activity 4250, okay, 10%. So this is how I'm allocating my indirect cost, because I'm not easily able to put this. Okay. For example, rent you're using, right? You're saying 500,000. So this rent I'm not able to allocate. So the company decided that you go ahead and put this way 10% of the material cost as an indirect cost. So this 20, 45 is nothing but all those, these are all indirect costs. Okay. We will see when I define the costing sheet and all that, how we allocate and all that. Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. All this I'll take, this rent, power, all this I'll take, then I'll allocate this. Okay. I'll show you all this. Mohammed.
Okay, great. Thank you.
As of now, you keep it till here, man. Once I get into SAP, I'll give you a clarity more on this. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay. Now let me move into SAP. In SAP, your manufacturing process, okay, is segregated into this way. Now I'm coming into SAP. Product cost by order. Okay? Heard about this word? Product cost by period. Heard about these words? Ahmed?
No, I have no idea.
Product cost by sales order. Heard about this?
This is cost of sales account, I think.
Engineer to order. So you're talking only one part. Okay, engineer to order. Now, when it has given me so many manufacturing process, let us understand this each one of the process, what it is in one line, before we get into in detail of this. Product cost by order tracks cost. It will track cost order wise or job wise. Product cost by period track cost product wise. Product cost by sales order, how does it do, Mohammed?
Yeah, this is make to order.
Yeah, make to order means what? If I say like this, collects and control. Hold on. I'll say like this, collects and control cost specific to the customer. Agree, disagree?
Yeah.
Specific to customer. Engineering to order is a complex production, where it is a complex production. You use this. Okay. The scenarios might be project related, like turbines, big turbines. They don't manufacture and stock it, right? Or a metro projects, right? You're trying to bring a metro rail. That big projects, there they will use aerospace. You don't manufacture aeroplanes and keep it, right? They are manufactured based on the, it's an over a period. It's a project. They treat that as one project. So those kind of an industries will go for an engineer to order, where there's a complex production. Okay. Till here clear, or any confusion here?
No.
Okay. Let's put it this way. Now, who uses this process? Which company? Who use the above processes? To understand this processes, who uses this process, it all depends on the production types of production. These production types influence the production organizations. Now, what kind of a production types we have? Let's say discrete manufacturing. Heard about this word?
Yeah, like automotive manufacturing.
Automotive, electronic, right? Discrete is nothing but switching from one product to another product immediately. There is no time gap. From one product to another. Quickly you are moving. So such kind of industries. Now, as he said, example, automobile, right? Or electronics, like, right? You can keep on going on that. Okay, electronics. Next, repetitive manufacturing. Heard about this word?
Standard products.
No frequent change.
Yeah. Like Unisid.
In the product. Example, FMCG products, fast moving consumer goods, right? Soaps, Colgates, right? You have, right?
Yeah.
Toothpaste. There is no change. Cement industry, steel industry, right? Next, process industries. These are driven by process, right?
Yeah.
Or regulated by authority. Just now I was saying, right? Process. It is regulated by the law of the land. You have to follow their law, right? You have to mix this much. Everything should be in order when you're doing a process, right? When you're manufacturing a biscuit or whatever it is. Certain ingredients means these are the ingredients only have to be mixed. You cannot go above and below that, right?
Yeah.
Process industries. So examples of process industries, food industry, right?
Sure.
Beverages, right? All this.
Sure. Yeah.
Next, engineer to order, which I have just now explained on that, right? Complex productions. Examples are your aerospace, defense, right?
Yeah.
All those things will come into this engineer to order. Now, we have to decide over here, what is that? Depending on this nature of the production types, those organizations will choose these kind of manufacturing process that are available in SAP. So before we get into this, discrete, repetitive and manufacturing, what production, discrete will use what, this or this, what kind of a process they'll use. Before that, we need to understand two terms. One is MTS, one which Mohammed was saying from the start, MTO, right?
Yeah.
What is
Stock.
MTS?
Make the stock.
Stock it. You
Need to
stock
Yeah.
to sell them, right?
Yeah.
You stock and then sell. So this kind of a requirement depends on your demand planning, right?
True.
Yeah.
Only when there is a demand you will stock, right? Depending on the demand you will do that. This is depend on the demand planning. Okay. MTO. So manufacturing the product based on customer specification, right? Mohammed?
Yeah. Right.
So this is driven by what? This is basically driven by customer.
Yeah.
Unless and until the customer, there is no order, no production,
True.
right?
Customized orders.
Yeah, customer is the highest value. Now let us put this way, as you said. I'll put like this. Discrete. I am putting discrete industries. In discrete industries, they can use both the process. They can use MTS as well as MTO. Both they can use, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Agree, disagree?
I agree.
Like furniture. Furniture is a discrete. He'll manufacture a bed, he can manufacture a table, he can manufacture a dining table, whatever it is. And also he can do it based on the customer order also, right? So
Right.
both the processes are there. Now let us put in SAP. Now in SAP, this is discrete. Now this in SAP, what is this process? Which process can I use? Can I use product cost by order, product cost by period, product cost by sales order? What I can use here? In case of an MTS, I can use product cost by order, and also I can use here product cost by period, right?
Yeah.
Right. Product cost by period is nothing but the manufacturing of the product is going for over a period of time, like a repetitive, coming and going. There is no stoppage, right?
Yeah.
So I can go for that, right? In this. In MTO process, make to order also, I can go product cost by order, and also I can use product cost by period. These two scenarios I can use. These two processes I can use here. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's use in the repetitive. Hey, you're getting this? I'm trying to explain. Hello?
Yeah.
This is a little bit confusing. Even I agree on that. Repetitive. Now in repetitive, let us put this. MTS also I can use. MTO also I can use. Right? Let us put in SAP. Now in SAP, when I'm using repetitive, can I use product cost by order?
Yeah.
I can't. Can I?
No, by period, sir.
Product cost by period.
Yeah.
Period wise, right?
Yeah.
It is continuous process.
Sure, sure.
Order means, product cost by order means there is an order you are manufacturing, there's put by an end to the order. Here there is no end.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Same product, like this. In this MTO also, in the make to stock order, I can use, like here, let us see, put like this. Product cost by order. In this product cost by order, I can use only product cost by period. Hello?
No, I didn't get the last point.
Okay. Product cost by sales order. Oh. Okay. You have a product cost by sales order, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Scenario. MTO is nothing but product cost by sales order. That's what we said, right?
Okay. Sure, sure.
So under product cost by sales order, in the discrete manufacturing, I can use both the scenarios, product cost by order, product cost by period, under this. Now in the repetitive manufacturing, under product cost by sales order, I cannot use product cost by order, I can use only product cost by period. Clear? Not clear?
The reason behind this, please. Why I cannot use the product cost by order and repetitive MTO?
In the MTO scenario, I cannot use product cost by order is because the requirement says in the MTO scenario, in the repetitive manufacturing, the product is being manufactured over a period of time. Over a period of time. Okay. So the requirement over here, when I'm manufacturing a product over a period of time, I want to track the cost at the product level, not at the order level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
So I cannot use product cost by order scenario over here. Under product cost by sales order, I can use product cost period. Okay. This is what. So for few days I'll be taking all this in general. So I'll just stop it over here. So once we meet up tomorrow, I'll start little bit on the COPA side. Okay. What time is it over there now?
Now it's 8.
It's 8?
Now, okay, 8 p.m., 8, 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So I think the session went almost 1.5 hours.
1 and 10 minutes. Hour and 10 minutes. Okay.
1 hour 10 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll be taking COPA. Once I meet up tomorrow, I'll take the COPA. Okay. So we'll try to understand COPA in general in the same way. First we'll start from the base, then we'll move into SAP. Okay.
Right. We will start on the system using product costing first, I think, before COPA.
Yeah. I'm giving you in general topics.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you in general. I've not started SAP.
Yeah, good. I'll just highlighting this one.
If you want, I'll start then. Otherwise, directly you'll jump in SAP then.
No. You're doing great. Thank you.
Yeah? What you said? I did not. Can you?
You are doing great. Thank you. This is the right way. Thank you.
So always, even when we go into SAP also, I'll first put that requirement in Excel, then we'll try to map that requirement in SAP. So this is the business scenario, this is my requirement, this is what I want, this is what should be reflected in SAP. So that is what we'll do all the way.
Great.
Okay. If the concept is clear, everything moves smooth. Okay. Okay. So am I disappeared anywhere?
No, will you send
Warner
this?
Kelvin. So, who is Warner Kelvin? Somebody has joined. Yeah. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, I was asking, will you send this Excel file to us?
Yeah. Just mark your mails in the chat, no?
Okay, just a moment.
Amua, you there? Okay. Stop the recording, man, now.
Okay.